Why doesn't anybody want to play with us? We're just submarines.
Because you're a frickin' broken ship that doesn't belong here! And now, here's Ripper with your Druid replay.
Disappears, a ghost in smoke, now face your fears.
Hey team, this is Ripper. You guys are doing fantastic today. Got a fun video with the Druid. Yes, the HMS Druid that really helps make a game with an incredible comeback win. And I hope you enjoy the replay. It's pretty dang fun, and you can learn something, hopefully learn something from this, from the TTPs of using a destroyer, especially the Druid, to come back and win games and ignore submarines and as letting a submarine boss you around. Don't let that happen. If you have to, mute the chat, but whatever. But you know what? We do everything in the most professional and respectful manner as possible. And you know what? We ignore those that don't know how to play the game. And you ignore the haters, and you go out there and win the game, secure it for them. All right, as always, before we begin, like, subscribe, button below. Appreciate all the supporters of the channel. If you see value what we're doing here today, smash those like buttons down below. Leave a comment, and thank you for stopping by. And I hope you enjoy the show and get something out of it. And if not, let me just be a service to you and then give you something to watch and entertain yourself wherever you're watching this at. And then my respectful blessings to out there to all of you guys, and I hope you're doing well as well. So let's get right to it. The HMS Druid, one of my favorite destroyers. Literally, it's called the Minotaur. The backbone of this thing is really the guns. The guns are just incredible. Firing hot AP rounds, really 127 millimeters, going 975 meters per second, and the great ricochet angles. Some of the best ricochet angles in the game, giving you the ability to really pin almost everything, no matter if they angle or not, and doing significant amounts of damage to not only cruisers and destroyers, but also battleships as well. It has survivability, 31,000 HP right here, with health, as well as 7 quick smokes, which is one of the most powerful things in the game, having the ability to have a quick smoke come back and on and off very quickly. I'm waiting for the new American destroyer line to come out. The Burrows, having the ability to have the on and off smoke, is going to be very, very interesting and very engaging as well. I'm curious if that will change the nature of the game, having these extra smoke gimmicks, which is already distracting and annoying as it is, but man, oh man, is it going to be powerful as they come up. All right, here we go. Just look at the fire pirate. Now, look at the eastern flank. My Montana was in the reverse, and then, of course, the submarine is saying, hey, I appreciate you leaving the flank. It's like, well, there's really no purpose of me playing against 4 or 5 ships over here with the battleship leaving and you're a submarine. What more can you do for me? As well as, look at the battleships right there. I mean, no way a Druid by itself could take it on. And second is, this is a arms race. You're there to secure the objectives and secure the center. So unfortunately, the submarine does not know how to play, and he's also in the spawn almost of the enemy team, and he wants to play by himself. That's not teamwork, okay? So there's one technique. Ignore what he's saying, and this is what I was doing here. The bread and butter is to take out other destroyers. If you take out destroyers, I'll do a video about this, that you can probably increase the odds of your team winning tenfold. Right there, that just increased the game for your team right there. Splash one of many today. Marceau goes down, and that is 1 kill for us. That's a destroyer down. We got the Hydro up so we can see his torpedoes coming at us. And now we're also taking not only the objective here, but we're going to go spot and actually help out our western flank, who is, like I said, this is the meta today. Have no idea why you're playing World of Warships. All you want to do is hide behind islands. So anyways, let's go help them out and see if we can get them out of their hidey hole. And right here, Vermont is coming around the corner. We are not going to play against a Vermont. That is too powerful, too much HP. Although I would like to shoot him. Unfortunately, I have nobody here to support me. So again, you're not always there to go YOLO and run to your death. You're going to have to actually go out and find, I would say, go find opportunities to really employ your weapon system to the most efficient and effective manner possible without throwing away your ship. That's the key, because remember, if I die, their probability of winning goes up drastically. But if I stay alive, our winning, being able to win, goes up drastically. All right, here we go. We've got buffs of reload, survivability, and health regen, all secured mostly by me. So that's why we want to stay alive as a destroyer, because we have to go out and spot. I'm the last destroyer in the game now, which means I have to survive, okay? Surviving the game is the name of the game. Look at the amount of damage we're doing in the broadside of Yamato. He's probably not having a good day right now. He's going like, this is crap. A full Druid here, blasting AP. Look at the amount of damage we're doing into his side. That is why you want to keep the Druid around. The Druid is literally a damage dealer, a spotter, a killer, a destroyer hunter, a capper, and really just being able to do this kind of damage on a flank is pretty ridiculous. All right, watching my smoke timer go down there. So I see that right there. I know this cloud was going to go away, so I don't want to expose myself. But you know what? What the hell? We got the health regen up here, so let's go ahead and take as much damage and help out our team. Maybe we'll get them out of their hidey hole to see Yamato literally being able to push in this far. Kudos on the Yamato. At least he had the balls to actually move forward as opposed to my team. But now we've exposed ourselves to two types of ships here, and we took a massive amount of damage. We had probably a full broadside shot from Vermont, and we're getting spotted by a submarine. Not the best thing. So we got to survive here. So this is where we go defensive, and we're going to see if we can survive, go undetected, and come back and live to fight another day. And we're going to use this island cover to avoid any kind of submarine torpedoes coming our way. So let's see if we can turn back around here. Vermont takes a shot. That's good. We're going to also take this reload buff. Can you imagine if we get a better reload? Look at this reload right here. 1.3 seconds. If we get another one, we're down to 1.1 second reload. Let's see if we can take this bad boy. Look at that. 1.2. My God, I thought it was going to be 1.1. That would have been nice. I really am tempted to shoot at this Yamato. Unfortunately, you got to know when to hold your shots. That also takes discipline as well, knowing when and not to shoot. Because right there, that Salem would have blasted us. And I know he's got 8.5 kilometer radar, as I depicted on the screen here. Mini map. Check out my video about how to set up Aslane's mods. So you could have these situational awareness tools to know where to position your ship, because you have to know where the threats are. If you don't know where the threats are, you can't mitigate them. Again, it's always not about throwing away your ship, but surviving as well. Okay, we've got Vermont here. We've got GK waiting for the Salem to go around the corner, so we're not going to get damaged by him. Again, majority of my battleships in the back there. I'm the only one in the front line right here. Archer Fish, don't know what you're playing your own game right there. And again, you're complaining when you go into the spawn. Don't go into the spawn, enemy spawn. It doesn't get you anything. All right, here we go. We're going to smoke up and see if we can shoot and kill this GK. Look at the reload on this bad boy right here. Druid is incredible. I love the reload. The sound of the reload right here is amazing. Watch how much damage we just melt away. And I got to shoot. Oh, I got to go back to Vermont here. We got to get this guy out. Here we go. All right, let's see if we can take out Vermont. Even if he's angled, like I said, I'll just plow a bunch of shells into a superstructure, and it can still do damage. I'm telling you, it is annoying. Look at that damage we're doing on this guy. And he goes undetected. I can't believe Vermont, with a detection of like 14 plus kilometers, is literally going undetected. Or actually 12.6. Nobody can spot a Vermont for me? That's wild. All right, let's just melt this guy. We're going to sacrifice our concealment right here. We're going to go undetected. We're going to go ahead and blast. And thank goodness Colombo did something. Oh, my gosh. Saved us right there. All right, here we go. We're going to go ahead and spot. Now, I love the quick smokes right here. See, they're already back off cooldown in 15 seconds. So I can take this exchange and just plow as many shells as I can into the GK. And we'll take the damage because we have a heal and we have a smoke. I mean, look at this. We're literally doing 940 damage like almost every second here. So pretty dang incredible. Man, I love the Druid. Druid is one of my favorite destroyers. It just does so much damage. And there it is. Splash 2, 114,000 damage, and we secure the kill. Now we got to go back in the cap. So now the enemy team has got the cap, and they are slowly taking it. So we have to go back in and delay the cap so that they can't secure the points, and that prevents them from securing points and waiting for my team to regroup. So we got to take out another battleship here, Montana right here, right? So let me go ahead and minimize that so you can see. Look at the damage right there. Incredible amounts of damage. Love it. All right there. Good job, Colombo. Again, Colombo coming in with the save clutch shot right there. Now we're going to go tuck ourselves right behind this island right here, and this is what's going to delay the spot being taken over by the enemy team. Notice they're up by 510 points. By doing what the Druid's doing right here, saves the game. Because now, just like sitting right here, you can delay the cap, and you can hold and wait till your team regroups. Now, here's the problem there. So you see how the cap point is shrinking? That's the thing about Arms Race. This is actually fun. It actually forces players to actually drive into the cap to win it. So I can't just stay here because eventually the Salem in the center here will actually take it over. So we're going to actually have to come around this island right here and just take on the Salem head on. But we got the Colombo in support, so let's see who gets there first and who secures the victory. All right, here we go. Creeping at a quarter speed here. I'm just using time and patience. All right, thank goodness Salem's almost dead, so we can actually go in and take him out now. We're not too afraid. Oh, thank you. Columbo, again, clutch shots. And we're going to hold our shot on the Bilal here. We've noticed he was going to go underwater, therefore he goes undetected. But because he's underwater, he can't spot us, so that is a good thing as well. So right there, we literally hold a point. And literally, this is the securing of the win victory here. And man, oh man, did we come from behind. So like I said, never, ever, ever give up. Be that destroyer that goes out there, is patient, calm, cool, and collective. You spot for your team. You take damage for your team. You also kill for your team when the right appropriate moment is what word am I looking for? Is appropriate. So right there, we're going to go ahead and drive towards the submarine and spot for our team right here. And that's pretty much the game. I mean, have Hydro. And we will spot him when he's well within 2 kilometers or less. And I know his torpedoes will really not do anything. They've been nerfed at these ranges. So look at that right there. And we win the game. My gosh. 129,000 damage, spotting, killing, capping, taking over the buffs and everything. And that is the power of what a destroyer and the Druid is like. And man, oh man, is it powerful right here. 1,000, 12,000. We got the E and the variable there. And top of the team with the Columbo doing a great job right there. And like I said, ignore those haters out there. You just go out there and you do your job as a destroyer, win the game, and they'll be happy. You're welcome. And I hope you guys have a great rest of the day. I hope you enjoyed the shows. Build will be at the end of the video. And as always, you guys stay safe, and we'll talk to you soon. Cheers.